Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Just wanted to make my watch list video for Monday, July 10th. Just haven't been around for a while. I've had a lot going on. You probably haven't heard from me. You probably got videos from me every day, and then I kind of disappeared for a while. I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive to say the least, so I spent about I don't even know, probably about 6 months designing our merchandise line, just trying to get everything right. My brain doesn't really have the ability to multitask. So when I do something, I'm kind of focused on that. So it's hard. It was hard for me to trade during those months just because I was designing merchandise and everything. And it's just how my brain works. And then, I decided to do a move. So when I'm moving, I'm just focusing everything on moving and trying to get everything right with that, which then again sets me back for trading. And then in between, I had switched to brokers a couple times, not because I don't love Thinkorswim, because I still think they're the best broker overall to use, but because I wanted to do more shorting. So I moved from Thinkorswim over to Centerpoint because I heard they're the best. Not saying anything bad about Centerpoint, but I didn't really like my experience overall with them for several reasons. Number one, which I could totally get over, I didn't like how everything was under almost like three different roofs. With Thinkorswim, if you're with them, you're using their platform, you're using them for customer service. They um, hold your money. Everything's under one roof, which I personally like. With Centerpoint, it was different. Centerpoint was the broker. Then you have to pay another company for the platform that you use. I was using DOS, the DOS trading platform, which I actually really liked. I thought it was a good platform. And then there was another company, I forget the name of it, but they were they were like the clearinghouse, I guess. They were the ones that kind of hold your money. So Centerpoint was like the main point of contact for everything, but it was like three different hands in one pot. And just personally, I don't like that. A lot of people are fine with it, no problem. A lot of the big traders use them. It just it, it it was something I didn't like, but I was willing to get over it. What really kind of threw me off was like my first day. I don't know if it was just coincidence with Centerpoint because I heard they're the granddaddy of all for shorting. When I went to go short that day, I was pulling up about 20 stocks that I couldn't short. And I reached out to Dan, who had interactive brokers, or who has interactive brokers, and he was able to short them all. So I'm like, wait a second. I went through this entire hassle of going to Centerpoint, and there was about 20 stocks that Centerpoint couldn't short that interactive brokers could, which really threw me off. Now, I don't know if it was a fluke. I don't know if it was that I didn't really understand their platform, but that kind of just set me over the edge, and I got frustrated. And I'm like, screw this. I'm going to interactive brokers, because everything was under one roof. But again, they had the shares to short. So it was kind of weird that and then my first day, again, it's not easy to switch brokers. It takes some time to switch back and forth. So it took me a couple weeks to kind of get set up and used to Centerpoint. And then I switched over to Interactive Brokers, and I've been trying to get used to their platform. Again, I like it. I don't love it. But overall, for everything under one roof, and the shorting availability. As of right now, I'm somewhat liking interactive brokers. I'm kind of getting used to them. So when I make this video today with my watch list, I'm going to show you um, with building a watch list, and then I'm going to look over to interactive brokers and show you if they have shares to short or not. Now again, I'm making this video on a Saturday, so chances are the availability might be better than it would be on Monday. But just show you the difference, how much of these stocks and these low small cap stocks, how interactive brokers actually has availability to short them when TD does not. So it's kind of neat to see. Again, I'm still getting comfortable with the platform. The more I get used to them, the more I'll start making videos. But as of right now, I'm really liking interactive brokers. Again, if you're just looking to long or do options, Thinkorswim still your best deal, but I don't know. I'm liking interactive brokers now for shorting. So that's the whole deal here. And let me just go and make a watch list video. I haven't been doing this for a while here, so if I get stopped a little bit, just bear with me. It's been a little bit since I've been in the swing of things here. So I'm doing the scan here in Thinkorswim for stocks anywhere between 30 cents and $30, 500,000 shares minimum, and 5 cents or more. If you go to scan here, you'll see there's 42 stocks that show up. Let me just short it by, we'll just do it by this up here. Okay, so let's go down here, and I'm going to, wow, you'll see I have a lot of scans set up over here. I'm going to go up here and go over to my watch list up top here. Do that, and I'll just put 2 candle gap here. These are all scans that we have set up. If you haven't watched our videos yet, go over to our YouTube channel, watch our Thinkorswim videos. You'll see there's, you know, here's our nightly scan. You'll see the new highs, 2 candle gap down, 2 candle gap up. Just because of my obsessiveness here, I'm going to put gap up here, and I'll put gap down here. See, this is the stuff that holds me back sometime from trading. I get too obsessive with things. So here I'm going to go up and I'm going to edit my watch list. I'm just going to remove these here. And we're going to start right over here. We're going to go to charts, and you'll see I have my scan linked. Well, no, I got to move this here to red to show you guys. Over here, I did some playing around with my charts as well. I have my my 5 minute, my 1 minute, my daily set up over here, just to kind of see everything together with level 2. Again, Thinkorswim's odd. Their charting, there's no one like them. Their charting's fantastic. Interactive brokers, it's good. I like it. Just some things that I don't like. The VWAP indicator, incredible on Thinkorswim. It's awful on interactive brokers. And if you're doing day trading, that's a big problem. And I'm trying to see if there's a workaround or a way around it, but they said there isn't one, and that's the way it is. But I tend to find that there should always be some type of workaround. But that's really bothering me, that their VWAP it's unusable. So if you're going to think about going over to interactive brokers, don't even, the VWAP, you can't use it, which is extremely frustrating. So again, just some of the goods and the bads. I'll kind of throw it out there here while I'm making the video. So you will see here, let me just make sure that this is still set up here, right? Looks like it might, CSTN. I just want to make sure, let me just rescan it again. Nightly scan, I'll make sure that this is right. Oh, yeah, see, I guess it's still the same. Okay, so what I'm looking to do is, I'm looking to see stocks that hold their daily highs, whether I'm going to just get them for a run again up for a quick scalp on day trading, whether I'm going to long it, or whether I'm going to short it for the stocks that may be overextended. So you'll see here, ZN, this is the first one we're looking at. You'll see here, this was $3 a few days ago. It's up to $6.90. This is a perfect candidate for a potential short. Let me just remove this. So obviously this is really overextended. You had 3 green days. This is a perfect perfect opportunity for a short. Now you'll see here when you go up to trade here, this one, or Thinkorswim, this is the thing that's crazy about it. It shows like it could, you would see here, ETB, which would mean easy to borrow, which would be no problem to short. HTB would be hard to borrow, which pretty much you can't get them with Thinkorswim unless you go through this crazy process, so forget it. Or NTB, which would mean not to borrow. But whenever there's something not here, usually you're able to short it. But what I found with TD, when that happened, a lot of times you're not able to short it, which is just really bizarre to me. So unless it says ETB, I'd say forget shorting it. But then sometimes you can when it's just crazy to me. That's what really frustrated me. If TD Ameritrade had the shorts that Centerpoint and Interactive Brokers have, I'd never leave them. They're phenomenal. But their shorting just really bothers me. So ZN, you might be able to get shares to short. Now, over on Interactive Brokers, you'll see kind of a clean kind of chart here right now. You will see here, I'm actually going to add ZN onto my watch list for Monday because it did hold its highs. Let me see here. What the heck? Why is that not working? There we go. Okay. So ZN, believe it or not, Interactive Brokers does not have shares to short of them. They didn't on Friday as well, so that's one that they don't have. That TD might potentially have. I doubt it though, but just keep an eye on it. I am going to put them on my watch list for Monday because you'll see they're holding their highs. It's due for a potential pullback. Who knows? It may go up again. It might drop, but if you can find shares to short, this might be a good one to short come Monday. Just keep an eye on it. Might have a good pop, might fall. AVGR. Let me see here. It's kind of a not the greatest looking chart, but let's just go over for the heck of it and see if Interactive Brokers has shares to short. So AVGR. And look at that. So here you go. Perfect example. AVGR, it's a 63-cent stock, and there's at least 208,000 shares to short. So this is what I like about Interactive Brokers, a sub $1 stock, and they have shares to short. Not saying I would short them, but that's definitely a huge positive. Whereas if you go over to over here to TD, again, see this? There's no way they have shares to short. This is what frustrates me with them. Let me just make sure I haven't had used TD in a while because I've been between brokers, but it should have an ET. Let me do this for a second. Let me do AMD just to show you an example because they should have. What the heck? I don't know what's going on with their They did some changes to their platform recently. I don't know why it's not showing. Yeah, everything's weird to me now with TD. They did some changes. Again, I haven't used them recently, so forgive me. But they used to have like a easy to borrow, hard to borrow, available. Let me see. Yeah, all right. Forget them for right now. But if you use TD, if you know of a better way to do it, then forgive me because I haven't used them for a while. But AVGR, I'm not going to, I don't know. Do I want to put them on my watch list? It has the potential to go up. I mean, it's been going up for a few days, but it did kind of tank down. I don't like the chart on it, so I'm not going to do that. DGLY. Now, that one has been running. Took a dip back here. Potential to run, but one that you might want to watch out to potentially short because this thing's been running. Now, yeah, see, it's not showing you here. Now, DGLY has been one. I was looking at shares are short Friday with Interactive Brokers, but they didn't have shares to short on Friday. I'm going to get rid of. So look at this. DGLY, at least 27,000 shares. Not as much as 200,000, but again, there's shares to short as of right now. There wasn't on Friday, but again, a sub, a few dollar stock company with shorts available. But see how easy this is? What I love about Interactive Brokers, so look at this. I can go over here. If you have the green dot, it means it's shortable. When I hover over it, it tells me how many shares that are available to short, and then it gives you other information as well. If you open it, you can see the percentage here. I'm still learning this area over here. I'm still kind of confused by it. The fee rate, rebate rate, I'm still getting used to this part here. But I think the higher it goes up, the harder it is to get shares. Let me go over to ZN for a second and see if that makes sense. Yeah, see, look at that. Higher, I believe from what Dan was saying, the higher percentage, the harder it is. But I don't know why that. Oh, okay, see that? Look at that. Wait, didn't ZN have? Or no, the other one had shares to short before. Okay, so ZN still does not have shares that are shortable, and that's close to $6 stock. So again, you're not going to get every one. Centerpoint might have shares. I'm not sure, but just give you that example. So DGLY, it has been running. Nice gap up. Might fall down. Might take another run. It's been running. I'm going to put it on my list because it's been pretty crazy the past few days. So keep an eye out. See if there are shares to short. PIXY. That one's been holding its highs here over the past 5 days. So I will put them on my watch list. Let me see. Again, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's aftermarket. I'm not sure if that's why TD's not showing shares, but oh well. PIXY. Let me go over here. So again, this video is going to be a little bit longer, but I just want to show you guys, if you're thinking of getting Interactive Brokers, show you how it works overall. And I'm kind of duplicating my efforts, but just to show you the platform. Now look at this. You have, I kind of like how clean things are with Interactive Brokers. This chart's a little bit messy because of the price action on it, but I like how you can kind of customize this the way you want. And you can see here PIXY has 29,000 shares to short. Who knows if TD has it at all, but again, just to show you, Vince, via NCE. This one's been, it's been kind of choppy, holding its highs. Let me go over here, VNCE, see what's going on with them. VNCE Interactive Brokers has 109,000 shares available. Again, this is on Saturday, but just to go to show you, they have shares available to short, and TD, I'll guarantee you they don't. So it opens up my watch list. This is why I liked, moving over to a company like Interactive Brokers, because if I can only long and I'm not able to short, then there's only one way that I can watch when the stock goes up. And a lot of these stocks will fly pre-market, crash when the market opens, and I can't short them. And the only thing I can do is just wait for a little quick scalp. But if I'm with a broker that I can go either way on, then I'm set up and I'm ready to go and just be able to play whatever side of the fence that I want to play on. And that's what makes things so much better. So I am putting Vince on there. THLD. This one's kind of gone up, kind of falling down a little bit. 3 green days. This is a perfect one for a pullback. So now here's the thing with TD. I don't know if I would put this on my watch list. I'd be waiting for it to fall back down. But if I go over here to Interactive Brokers, THLD, let's see if they have, oops, THLD. Okay, so look at this, THLD, shortable, 436,000 shares to short. So I'm going to put that on there. So look at that. I have the availability. If this thing pops, I can play it up. But if it wants to turn and go the other way, if there's shares to short, then I can short it back down. So I'm not going to put it on my TD one, but I'm going to put it on my Interactive Brokers one. RX, and let me see with Vince. Would I still do this? Yeah, it could still potentially go up. Again, there's no guarantees with everything. RXII. Now, that's been running very choppy. But a perfect example here. Let's go over to Interactive Brokers. So you might see my Interactive Brokers watch list might be bigger and more expanded than my Thinkorswim one. And as you can see here, look at that, RXII. Their shares to short. I guarantee you, TD does not have shares to short available. Crazy choppy stock. So I'm not going to put it on my TD one, but I mean, you could, although there is decent volume on it. There is over 2 million shares available. I mean, I'll put them on there, but as you can see, I'm much more comfortable putting it on my Interactive Brokers one because of the fact of I can play both sides of the house. ALQA, ugh, it's kind of garbage looking. But let's go over here and see with TD or Interactive Brokers. As of right now, there's shares to short. So again, come Monday, there might not be shares to short. But look at this. Look at these 1, 2, 3, 4 sub $1 stocks. There's no way on the planet Thinkorswim would have shares available. And as of right now, at least there's a shot at me getting them. I can put that on my watch list. It gives me more confidence to be able to play things up or down, which is awesome. When I put this on my watch list, it's ugly. I don't like it. CDTI, now that has held its highs. Not the greatest of volume. Now CDTI, I think I was watching that one. I'm gonna, just because it did hold its highs here at the end of the day, Friday, I'm gonna put it on here for Thinkorswim. Let's go over here to Interactive Brokers. Look at that. It is Shortable. Look at this. AVEO, that's definitely holding its highs. Good volume. I will put that on my watch list here. Let's look over here. And yep, shares to short. Look at that. INPX. Now that's not very good looking at all. It's a garbage chart, but just for the heck of it, let's go over here. I wouldn't even put this really on my watch list, but just for the heck of it, let's see if it's shortable. That one is not shortable right now, so that's one you're not able to short. Spike, SPKE, did hold its highs on Friday. Put that on the watch list. SPKE. I'm sure their shares to short with Interactive Brokers. RPRX, kind of choppy. Did kind of spike up, but if I go over Interactive Brokers, let's see, RPRX, and look at that. Let me see how many shares there's. Why is that not showing me? There we go. So again, not a ton, 47,000 shares, but at least there's a shot. There's a shot for me to get these stocks. Look at these, all these kind of crappy stocks. That's much easier of a chance for me to be able to get availability. So I'm not going to put it on my Thinkorswim watch list, but I'm going to put it over here. RPRX, CHFS. It's been kind of heading down. This could go up. It did somewhat. Kind of sold. It's below $1. It's kind of garbage looking. I don't know if I would. I guess you could. It's just ugly. But so I probably wouldn't put this on my Thinkorswim watch list. But let's go over here. CHFS, Interactive Brokers. Look at that. Boom. Available to short. There are some shares to short. Come Monday, it might not be. But, you know, again, one I can play that I wouldn't play necessarily with Thinkorswim. Ears, yep, that's definitely holding its highs. 4 million, so I would definitely put that on my watch list. Now look at this, that's been going up near a whole dollar amount of $1, so it might go, but at some point it's going to probably have a pullback. You're not going to be able to short it with Thinkorswim. However, let's see here. You know, you'd have a shot. Look at that. I'd have a shot to go at it with Interactive Brokers. This is why I'm getting a lot more excited about Interactive Brokers, is because of the availability. This looks kind of garbage here, SLNO. But let's just, for the heck of it, go over here, SLNO. And shares to short. Unbelievable. TRXC, another garbage one. Wouldn't put this on my watch list. Let's take a look at this. TRXC. Shortable. Look at that. Man, this is pretty cool. Again, come Monday, everything could change, but you know, this is nice to see. I wouldn't even have bothered looking at Thinkorswim for shares to short of these. I would have had to look in this range, the $10, $12 range. Sometimes you'd find some $10, sub $10 ones with Thinkorswim, but not a huge amount. RMBS. Now this one's held its highs here. I would put this one on my watch list. A little bit overextended. Might be due for a pullback, but we'll put it on here. RMBS. Put this over here. I mean, definitely going to be shares to short of this, I'm sure. Let's see. Yeah, a ton of them. TXMD, garbage. Yeah, I'm not going to put that on my watch list. Doesn't look good. RADA, RADA, look at that. So, that one will definitely go on the watch list. But, you know, you can only play it probably just on the way up with Thinkorswim. with Interactive Brokers. I bet you there'll be shares of short of this. Look at that. Shortable, 417,000 shares. Love it. MACK, M-A-C-K, that held its highs. You definitely wouldn't be able to short this with Thinkorswim. I will put it on just because you can play it on the way up, but you won't be able to play it on the way down. But watch this. I bet you can with Interactive Brokers. Look at that. And there are 1.47 million shares. Unbelievable. DVGGD. Ugh, don't like it. Not much volume. But let's go over here. DVGGD. Not available to short. AFMD. Don't like it. Go over here. AFMD. And, I mean, there are shares to short. Ugh, it's a gross looking chart, but there are shares. BPTH. Awful looking. Again, for the heck of it. BPTH. And shares to short. Garbage looking chart, but there's still a shot if I ever needed to. RGLS. Ugh. Well, it held its highs, not much volume. I don't like it. Wait, yeah, RGLS. RGLS. Over here. Shortable. Shares to short. ARNA, ARNA, that has held its highs. Now here, overextended. Thinkorswim might have shares of this one because it is over, close to a $20 stock. This one's probably definitely due for a pullback. I might have a pop. At some point it might pull back. But ARNA, that'll definitely go on the watch list. Keep an eye on it. Let me see if I'm running kind of out of space here. I'm just going to keep these for kind of sub $10 stocks. SEDG, yeah, that one's holding its highs. We'll put that one on. It's still a little bit weird looking the chart, but it did kind of hold its highs from Friday, so we will put that on here. SEDG. Fred, F-R-E-D. It's been heading downwards. Did kind of hold its highs here. That might be one to add on to the watch list. Who knows if you can short it with TD, but might be a good chance with Interactive Brokers. Look at that, 195,000 shares. TGB, don't like it, not enough volume. CIE, I don't like it, but let's again go over here. TGB, let's take a look at that one first. Yep, shares to short. CIE, it's borderline. It's not over 1 million shares. I'll put it on. I don't love it, but I would actually probably put it on my Interactive Brokers one. And shortable. Yep. Fossil, F-O-S-L, held its highs. I will put it on the watch list. F-O-S-L. OPTHT. Ugly looking, not much volume. You could probably never short that with Thinkorswim. OPHT. And look at that, shortable. Yep. I'm not going to really put it on. Well, do I want to put it on this one? I'm running out of space right here. Let me see how much more we got here. There's still quite a few more. I'm not going to put it on. GNC. Oh, did hold its highs from Friday. I'll put that on the watch list. GNC. SVU, Law and Order, did hold its highs, lots of volume. That will definitely go on the watch list. SVU. let's see here. SVU. And it is shortable. Again, I'm just throwing it on there. I don't know if it's going to be one to short or not, but that's the beauty of it. The availability, again, the stock might go up and it might have a really bullish day, but there's going to be pullbacks. Sometimes I like the availability to kind of sit back and wait for the pattern while everybody's jumping in for it to go up. I want to see a pattern form where I can kind of short it down to the EMAs or VWAP. So just the availability, even if the stock were to run on Monday and go flying, there's going to be pullbacks along the way where I can get some scalps. So just being able to, kind of watch it both ways is nice. So SVU, yeah, I already put that on the watch list. MOSY. Not going to put it on the watch list. Let's just see over here. Shortable. Yep. GOL. Held its highs. Not much volume. It is a higher price stock. I'll put it on there just for the heck of it. It's not the greatest of volume, but it did hold its highs. SY. Oh wait, that's goal. Let me put GOL. GOL. There we go. ABEO held its highs. Not the greatest of volume. Now, perfect example. Look at that. That's overextended. That might have a nice little pullback at some point. That's one to watch. Not sure, again, if Thinkorswim would have shares available, but that's a perfect shorting opportunity at some point. ABEO, put it over here. Over here you'll see, I'm sure there's shares. Yep. All right, a few more. CUDA. Did hold its highs, not the greatest of volume. It is a higher price stock. I'll put that one on there. CUDA. CNAT. Choppy looking. I'm not going to put it on the watch list, but let's go check here. And let's see. Yep, the shares are short. IPXL. It's choppy. Don't like it. CAR did hold its highs. Had volume. That one will go on the watch list. And CSTM held its highs. Got volume. It's still choppy looking. Not the greatest looking. But I will put it on the watch list. CSTM. There you go. And I'm out of room over here. I can make a second watch list and stuff over there. But that's it. So that's the watch list video. So again, sorry this one took a little bit longer, but just wanted to show you, just when I'm kind of making these watch list videos, I want to show you just the availability between Thinkorswim and Interactive Brokers. And as you can see, there are quite a bit of sub $1 stocks or sub $3 and $5 stocks that there's availability in to be able to short. So that's why I'm liking Interactive Brokers. I do like their platform. Again, there are some things that I dislike about them. But overall, I'm just kind of still practicing, getting used to them. But with much more to come for you guys, I will show you guys lots more with their platform the more I become more comfortable with it. So hopefully this video helped you, and we'll see you in our community. Enjoy, guys. Have a great weekend.